Hey everyone, this is Feverish Gaming, and today we're going to go over the top 10 worst League of Legends splash arts of all time. Now, before we get into the list, I just want to say this is my opinion, and your opinion may differ, but I think these splash arts are pretty disgusting. So, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Number 10. Number 10 is the original splash artwork for Lux when she first came out. I guess they were trying to go for some rainbow theme because she's light or something and she's wearing different colors. But apparently, even before she was released, the community had such an outrage over the colors of the clothing that Riot actually had to change Lux's outfit to the more plain white one you see today. I don't know, I just don't like it. She has like too much eyeshadow on, and her wand looks like some sort of cheap firework that you could get at the 99-cent store or something. Anyway, the new Lux is 100 times better, and I'm just so glad that I never was playing when Lux first came out and I had to look at this. Now we're moving on to number 9. Sivir. Spoiler alert, Sivir's on this list a few times because she has some pretty horrible splash art. I think this is the original Sivir, and I don't know who's doing the art back then, but I mean, go on Google and look up some Photoshop painting tutorials. I mean, this is just shoddy workmanship all around. First of all, her hair is just in disarray. And then her brows, she's looking like a Neanderthal, the way she's like just looking at you. And those eyebrows, they must be like 6 inches long. In the background, it looks like one of those weird backgrounds, like, you know, having school photos where it's just like some splotchy mess of gray or some colors. It's just weird. It just looks like a weird school photo. Now let's move on to number 8. Number 8 on our list is Tango Evelyn. She just looks disfigured. I don't know what to say. She's on the dance floor, but she can't really dance. She doesn't look graceful at all. And don't even get me started on some of the Tango Evelyn cosplay. I mean, look at that. I mean, I admire the effort, but you're looking like some Dragon Ball Z villain. And that can't be good for your skin. Yeah, Evelyn, it's no wonder you're dancing by yourself in this splash art. You'd probably be stepping all over everyone's feet with those big ass shoes. Now let's move on to number 7. Number 7 is the original Riven splash. Wow, if you think the splash art sucks today, we've come leaps and bounds from where it used to be. Riven in this splash looks like some sort of zombie that's like trudging towards you after your brains. And what is that thing on her shoulder? Like her left shoulder's the only part of her body that she needs to protect, while her vital organs have barely a piece of cloth over them. Anyway, this splash art's pretty bad. Now let's move on to number 6. In the number 6 spot, we have Spectacular Sivir. Now, Spectacular Sivir is interesting because this splash art is still in the game today. If you're one of the people who spent money on this skin, or if you're one of the unfortunate people who got this in some sort of mystery gift skin, then this is the splash you will see when you're playing it currently. And I think they went for some Wonder Woman theme, and it's a great idea. They just need to redo the splash. But this splash, I mean, I don't know what really to say other than her face just looks jacked up in it. And the hair was just brushed on as an afterthought. I do like how her hair is kind of a continuation of the boomerang, though. Oh, Sivir, have we seen the last of you? Let's find out. In the number 5 spot, we have Tryndamere's original splash. I mean, look at it. It doesn't even look like he's holding a sword. It just looks like some giant mirror. It's almost like he looked at himself in the mirror and was so horrified that he wanted to smash it into the ground. And can you say barrel-chested? If his pecs were any bigger, he'd have to wear a bra. This splash art barely even looks like the Tryndamere we see today. In the number 4 spot, we have Warrior Princess Sivir. Poor Sivir, she just has so many terrible splashes. And this one, what particularly gets to me is the haircut. It's like she walked into Renekton's barbershop and sat down and said, "Make me look like a wild animal," or something. Number 3. In the number 3 spot, we have Red Riding Annie. Annie is wearing the ugliest dress I've ever seen. It can't tell what it wants to be. There's some polka dots at the bottom, and there's weird lace that changes every other inch, and the top just fugly, and the face. It looks like a Chucky doll. And if you look at her hand, It looks like she just has a bad case of the Cheeto fingers and she's running up to you to rub it in your face. In the number 2 spot, we have, this is one of my favorites, the original Soraka splash. Let me give you a second to just take it all in. Where do I start with this one? She just looks like some bizarre zebra goat hybrid. If y'all remember back in the day, Soraka's hair looked really stupid. It was like this long trail of cotton candy, but it was all white. And I thought it was a hat. And when I found out it was hair, I just thought it was the stupidest thing in the world. But all in all, this is a pretty terrible splash. Number 1. In the number 1 spot, I think we all guessed it, we have Lollipoppy. I think Lollipoppy gets the most flack for being one of the worst splashes of all time. There's like a bunch of memes about it, and there's a lot of pictures of people superimposing Poppy's face on other splash arts. I think the main thing about this splash is her face. She just looks like she smoked the fattest doobie. She looks like some sort of Oompa Loompa that was working at Willy Wonka's factory that got high in the back room and just escaped and started eating everything. And she looks like she's having a great time doing it. Well, everyone, that wraps up our top 10 list for today. Hopefully in the future I'll be doing more of these, and we'll see where this goes. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and comment. This is Feverish Gaming, and I'll see you next week.